Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of the regional quarterfinal in 5A Region 1 here on Sunshine State Broadcasting. Rights to the broadcast of this game in the 2025 FHSAA Class 5A Boys Basketball Championship have been granted to Sunshine State Broadcasting, LLC, by the Florida High School Athletic Association and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our viewing audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Florida High School Athletic Association is prohibited. BP alongside the other coach, Coach Mike Hayward, girls basketball coach here at Fleming Island High School. Coach, thanks for joining us tonight.
No problem. Thank you guys for inviting me again. This is exciting stuff to be in the playoffs at this time of the season.
Boy, I mean, there's a different energy in the room tonight.
Definitely.
As Fleming Island, the number 1 seed in Region 1, plays the 8th seed, Lincoln, all the way from Tallahassee.
Number 4,
Lincoln coming off of a loss in their district championship game.
Number 11, Landon Doherty.
We're going to have some starting lineups for you in just a second here as they are announcing them on the floor. But in the meantime, this is a game that's going to be determined a lot by turnovers. Lincoln has been turnover crazy this year, 14.6 turnovers a game, while Fleming Island has committed their fair share of them as well at 14. So it's going to be a case of who turns the ball over the least tonight. Now, shooting for this playoff game, both teams are shooting in and around 45% from the field. So that's going to be something that teams cannot struggle with tonight, shooting from the floor. But the X factor tonight is going to be Fleming Island's perimeter shooting and the support of players like Aiden Greenidge and Bryce Robinson tonight, Coach.
Absolutely. Another telling tale, too, I was looking at, because, you know, these games, too, comes down to the small things, you know, really in playoff time. And I was looking at Lincoln's free throw percentage, and they're not a real good free throw shooting team. They're like at 58% as a team. I didn't look at ours, but I would say ours maybe a little bit better than that.
Well, it's funny you should say that, Coach, because I've got that for you right here. So free throw percentage down there, 64% as a team. So that's kind of an average in the area.
Yeah.
Many teams are shooting in and around 60% or so.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It's going to be something to watch them because we have seen it all throughout the regular season and into the district tournament phase of the postseason that free throw shooting matters. It is important. You get a lot of points from the charity stripe, and there's a lot of points that you can miss from that too. So you got to pay really close attention to your free throw shooting tonight. Again, Fleming Island not having as much trouble as Lincoln has.
Yes.
But again, the X factor tonight and the crowd favorite, Carson Crawford. And boy, do we have some footage of him doing some dunks this season. He has really put on a show. The sophomore phenom who has matched up really well with teams in this area. And of course, all that tournament experience now is coming into play for Fleming Island, hosting the Battle on the Island tournament here, playing in the various tournaments that teams play in the area. Every coach that I have talked to, Mike, has said the same thing. Those in-season tournaments prepare you for this moment right here.
Absolutely, absolutely. That potato tournament was huge for us, you know what I mean, being invited, actually winning it this year and beating a team like Andrew Jackson. And then, of course, our ballot item every year, the pool just gets tougher and tougher each year.
Yeah, well, and something about that Fort Degra Invitational, too, is as we've watched both Fleming Island and Jackson progress in their seasons, boy, I tell you what, they do get better and better as the season goes on, and there's that competitive mentality that you don't get from just playing a vanilla regular season.
Absolutely.
You've really got to get engaged because most of the time you're going to run into teams that are from a classification or two higher than you are. And Fleming Island, even in their regular season schedule, I mean, they're playing tonight as a number 1 seed, but so is Creekside, who's a number 1 seed in 7A. And Creekside played the Eagles real close to the vest and just barely squeaked by in a 61-60 game. Mm-hmm. So that tells you something not just about Creekside, but Fleming Island for going gutsy and scheduling a 7A team like that, who is becoming a perennial power now in the area.
Absolutely.
Recognize our physics club.
Starting lineups tonight for the Golden Eagles: number 3, Bryce Robinson; number 5, Cam Baskin; number 12, Carson Crawford; 13, Aiden Greenidge; and number 32, Nate Lowry. For the Lincoln Trojans, number 1, Kingsley Matunga; Eric Terrell; We'll also have Malachi Lowe, Justin Herron, and Wes Payne. We are underway here in the regional quarterfinals. College has March Madness. We have February Madness right here on SSP. This is Kingsley Matunga giving the ball off there to Eric Terrell. This Trojan team is a young team. There are lots of sophomores and juniors on this squad. The seniors that they have some experience, but they've got 3 in particular that play often. Here comes Lowry. He'll get one up. The tip in, no good. They'll bounce it off his head. And there'll be Fleming Island basketball under the baseline. Happy you're with us tonight on SSB. Appreciate all of your support. This is our 30th basketball broadcast this season, and we couldn't be happier to be doing it in the postseason. Carson Crawford dribbling around some pressure. Lincoln giving him some fits. They turn the ball over. Cam Baskin tries to get a trap in the corner. They've got to move quickly. Fleming Island into their standard pressure. They'll fall back into man-to-man. Carson Crawford matched up with Kingsley Matunga. And then they give it off to Terrell. They'll start back up top. Playoff atmosphere tonight. It's a whiteout for the student section. And Fleming Island in some special red socks. We heard an announcement over PA about that. We'll see if we can get some notes on that in just a second. Lincoln taking their time right now. That should have been a travel, but they're going to ignore that. Rebound, and Fleming Island will get it there underneath. I think it might have taken an extra step there in that jump.
Absolutely. One of the things with Lincoln, though, is that, watching them on film, they like to get downhill. They're not a real – they will shoot the 3, but they're trying to find the gaps in your defense and attack the basket. So, we got to be disciplined and in the gap helping tonight, making sure that we're not letting them see open gaps to get downhill.
Playing aggressive on defense to start out, sticking a head on a hat right here, not afraid to get a little contact, doing just enough to stay legal. Baskin, that hard left-hand dribble, passes it underneath the greenage. It's going to be contact right there, and our first foul of the night.
I know you asked a question earlier about the Red Sox. Red Sox is for a player that once played here, and he passed in a car accident, I think it was. And Chandler will pick a game of the season, and the Red Sox represents in memory of that young man. I'll get his name here in a minute. Well,
that's one of the great things about Fleming Island High School is that once a Golden Eagle, always a Golden Eagle. That's a tradition here, no matter what, whether you're alumni or
yes.
Or then some. They pay special attention to those who have played here and attended school here. So, see some of the warm-up jerseys. They had a number 15 on the back here. The coaching staff has the Run as One jersey on. Trapped right here in the corner. Good move to get the ball out there. Drive to the lane, aggressive. No contact, no foul. Malachi Lowe with a huge move.
Oh,
and
foul!
Carson Crawford's going to get fouled in the back. He was going for the jam and got tripped up on the way. Let's see who the foul's on. Foul is on Terrell. That's his first second-team foul. Foul was on the floor. Crawford didn't quite get off in the act of shooting yet. Second-team foul by Lincoln. Quick stab of the ball there. Good poke. Yeah, Lincoln's had a tough season. They come into tonight's contest with a 16-8 record. And a couple of the games that they lost actually may have been the difference as to whether or not they were a 8 seed or a 3 seed. I've had a chance to talk with Coach Coville ahead of the game. Here we go. It's a turnover right here. This might be a chance to get on the board, and he'll get fouled. Call the foul on Robinson. That's his first team foul.
One of the things, too, I noticed Lincoln, watching them and the games that they played, they are no stranger to contact. They are used to physicality. I think a lot of the times teams from out west, we want to say that they haven't seen the physicality that, we can bring here in Northeast Florida, but I believe that this team they've been challenged.
Yeah, they do play physical. They're very aggressive. Not afraid to challenge you in the paint either.
Yep.
2-2 just our score right now, around about the 5.5-minute mark in this first period. Regional quarterfinal action tonight on SSB. Again, so happy you're with us. Carson Crawford at the top of the key, trying to get down low. He finds Cam Baskin with a nice stroke. 3 ball in the air, that's good. Cam Baskin, and I know you and I talked about this in advance of the game. Boy, when Baskin's on, he is on.
Yes, he is.
Full court pressure resumes. Lincoln breaks it, and there's a turnover, and there's that defensive action we were talking about. Cam Baskin, when he plays good defense, it translates into his offensive game. Crawford puts that in the hoop. Fleming Island now on a 4-0 run. Trying to get that defense to press up, collapse, and what a block, Carson Crawford. The block party has started at the nest. Carson Crawford comes up and rejects it. A shout out from Bryce Robinson. Grandparents are on watching tonight. We thank you very much for tuning in, and of course we're happy to give you that game and all the games that we've done this season. Thank you for watching and supporting your student athlete here with us on SSB. Shot on the outside, long distance 3. That's good. Eric Terrell with the deep 3. Ball's loose. Trojans get that one. They're on the break. Little trip up there and another block. That's 2. And did they call a foul on that one or no? I think they're just going to call the...
No, I think he just called the block.
Just called the block. Yeah, clean block there, it looked like, by Carson Crawford. Couldn't see if they had stopped that. The referee had a signal up with his hand, but no, that's not the case. So they just turned the ball over on the baseline. Another partial block. Crawford already getting going. That one's loose. Robinson holds that in. He'll get it across court. Here comes Cam Baskin again. That's a little strong. So Carson Crawford, 2 blocks already tonight. And big ones, too. He's gotten a full palm on that. This is Alexander Brown checking into the ball game. Whoop, they're going to say that Crawford took a step too many here and turned the ball over. Christian Williams checks in. Boy, he had a very good senior night.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He also had a good game in the district tournament, too, as well.
And Fleming Island winning that district championship over Orange Park. Another good in-county game. Lincoln having all sorts of trouble with that pressure, but they finally break through. Here comes Terrell again. And now we have our score correct here as one click, not enough there. 8-7 now our score. We're good to go. Baskin comes across to Williams, trying to find somebody down low. Brown can't hang on to it. They'll turn it over. No, they keep it on the baseline. In comes in Trace Burney now. He'll replace Bryce Robinson. Burney, the speedster, football player. He has got to be the fastest legs on the floor. We have seen him burn some people on the football field. Contact called there in the backcourt. Call the foul on Williams. That is his second team foul. No, I stand corrected. They're going to call that on Baskin. So it's Baskin's first. Full house pressure in the backcourt. Fleming Island not giving an inch here, but they're going to call, this time they're going to call Williams for a foul. That's his third team foul. So Coach Travis Chandler has brought the house in this first quarter, and Lincoln is having a really hard time getting through. Nice pass. And that's a bucket for Landon Doherty. Landon Doherty is a football player, but not for Lincoln. He has an interesting story. He homeschooled kid. He plays football for a school in Gadsden, and then he also plays basketball for Lincoln. So he's an interesting story, and he really he might have given a little bit of an elbow there. No, they're going to call Burney for the foul. That's his fourth team foul. Looked like Doherty might have gotten an elbow to Burney's face there. But
absolutely.
Another tipped ball. This one's turned brown and a foul this time by Lincoln. This one goes on Malachi Love. That's his first, third team foul.
Again, free throws. You got to be good on the free throw line. Both teams started out 2-2, so let's see if AB can keep that rolling for Fleming Island.
Absolutely. And boy, Coach, you were right. The physicality of this game is really starting to show here. Both teams making a lot of contact. Officials are going to have their hands full with this one for sure.
Absolutely.
And again, free throws are going to make a difference tonight. You got to have your free throw shots.
Yeah.
Brown to get a second one. He makes that one clean. Trap deep in the corner. Trace Burney get that low defensive stance. Matunga gets it across. They break the pressure. Another good move, and that one gets popped away. Now they say a foul on the floor. That's on Burney. That's his second. 5 team fouls now, so Lincoln will go to the line for the remainder of the quarter. But, yeah, that's a good question. Any more Oakleaf games coming up? Well, that's going to depend on the tournament. Oakleaf now is on the road at Lake Worth tonight, and we'll try to get you updated on the scores as best we can, but we'll be watching the regional semis and seeing where we may end up next. Just like the playoffs in general, there's a toss-up to see where we could be next. So please pay attention to our social media, and we'll let you know where we will likely end up. Again, that's all going to be determined by the outcomes of each game and the seeding of the home team. Ooh, lost ball. Carson Crawford got a handle on that. Robinson in the corner. He's matched up with Elijah Knight, playing good, tight defense. Lincoln moving fast feet. Good pass down low. That one comes in. Missed layup. I couldn't see who was it. Was that Greenidge that put that up?
Yeah,
Well, kind of lost in a sea of bodies there.
Yeah, that was Aiden. Aiden shot that.
So they call a foul on Landon Dougherty. That is Lincoln's fourth. Dougherty's first. No, I'm sorry. I stand corrected.
They called that on Aiden Greenidge.
They did. He held up 11. No good there by Dougherty. In and out of the hands. Carson Crawford now. Cross it to Williams. Williams gets it up. He'll get it and a chance for N1. Foul is on Kingsley Matunga. That's his first, now fourth team foul. Christian Williams to the line. He'll shoot one. Try to tie this game up with just about 2 minutes to go.
Look like Coach Chandler's getting ready to change up his press here. Look like they're going to go to more of a zone press.
Yeah, they've been playing hot man-to-man all quarter. And you got to watch your players on that one. Make sure that you're not overtaxing them, because the more tired you get, the less likely it is that you get up. That's a foul. Wow. Christian Williams came flying across there to try to block that shot and could not do it without contact. That's going to be shooting 3.
Yeah, on those, we just kind of like, we gotta live and die. He makes that, he makes it. We get the ball out of bounds, we go down and try to score.
Right, don't want to give him 3 the hard way.
I know, I understand, he was trying to make a play, but you gotta be smarter in that situation right there.
Rashad Robinson shooting 3 now, makes that first one. 12-10 ball game here. 1:45 to go in the quarter. Makes that second one. Yeah, and you're right, Coach. I mean, he's 2 out of 3 right now. I mean, geez. If he makes it, he makes it. Let him go.
Yeah.
Kind of drive a coach crazy when you see a foul like that, and like, ooh, that's a foul of over-aggression.
Yeah.
And he did make all 3. So good free throw shooting there by Lincoln. Boy, they need it. Every point counts when that clock is stopped, especially against this Fleming Island team who gets on runs. Frisbee, he pops up just a little strong. They'll get a tip there. Isaiah Robinson finds Bryce Robinson up top from the elbow. Bounces that off the glass, no good. Rebound again, Fleming Island. They'll stop it there, goes out of bounds. They'll stay underneath with Fleming Island.
Kentucky's got a foul here, so it's going to be Lincoln's 5th foul, so Fleming's at the line.
So everybody's in the bonus on the way out here. George Matunga gets the call for the foul there for Lincoln. Sorry, I stand corrected. That referee is holding up his hand, and it's Eric Terrell that got the foul. They got it at the scorebook here. I thought that was on another player. The referee is saying who the foul might have been on here, but it was 5. So Isaiah Robinson at the line. He makes that first one. Gets that second one. Again, free throw shooting, keeping this game close. 14-12 right now. Everybody's shooting free throws no matter what for the last 126 and counting of this game. Or a quarter, rather. Over there to Elijah Knight. Fleming Island, frantic pace on defense, and they're going to say, what do we got here? Oh, no. So I think the referees are... Now, one official on the near side here says it looked like he was getting ready to call a traveling violation, and he didn't. He called Bryce Robinson for a foul. And that puts Lincoln back to the line. Folks don't like that. Free throw's good. I don't know, Coach. Did you see a travel on that?
Well, he did travel, and I thought the ref that was over here in the front court had the better view, and his whistle blew first. But
yes, apparently somebody saw something else, and they'll call the foul on the floor there. So, yeah, interesting exchange there, because I thought there was a little movement. Again, judgment call, no harm, no foul, no pun intended, 16-12.
Lincoln done went to a zone.
And Lincoln has fallen back now. They're trying to back off the pressure a little bit. This is something that teams that play very aggressive will do from time to time, get them a breath. Drive to the hole, Diego Rivera loses it. Lincoln on the attack now. Here comes Kingsley Matunga. And this time they calls it travel. .51 and counting here in the first. It's the playoff atmosphere we expected. Fleming Island on their rotation, trying to find that open lane. They'll get Crawford and 3 Trojan defenders. They marked up on him quick. Rivera. On around, here comes Frisbee. Good. Man, he's got a beautiful stroke. Waning seconds of the quarter here. Lincoln in a close one with Fleming Island. Tipped, lost, turnover. Isaiah Robinson, 6 to go. He drops it up. Oh, and a nice tip in there. They were trying to set up for the dunk. That's going to do it for the quarter. My goodness gracious. Fleming Island 17, Lincoln 16, and a really exciting quarter. Well, I'll tell you what, Coach.
That was a good flurry at the end of that quarter, you know what I'm saying? We had 2 back-to-back turnovers, and which gave Lincoln a little bit of a run, but that's the way to end the quarter, you know what I'm saying? You want to win each quarter.
Yeah, that's exactly. But you know what? Give credit to Lincoln for that one, too. They stood in there and played physical with them. They got to be careful now. We're going to start seeing foul trouble come up for both teams here. Let's take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have the second quarter of play. You're watching the regional quarterfinals here in Class 5A, the 2025 FHSAA Boys Basketball Quarterfinals on SSB. We'll be back after this.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Welcome back to our coverage of the regional quarterfinals here in Class 5A, Region 1, BP alongside head coach Michael Haywood. A reminder from the FHSAA, sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by SSB and the FHSAA. Back to action here, second quarter starting out as quickly as the first did. Down to the corner, Isaiah Robinson got Crawford open, and already a foul. That foul is on Kingsley Motunga. That is his second first team foul of the quarter. Crawford back to work. Quickly on the inbounds. Lincoln with a turnover. Turnovers are going to have to be something that both teams control.
Absolutely.
So far, we're seeing a lot on both sides. Again, Lincoln averaging 14.6 turnovers a game. Fleming Island 14. So it's going to be a game of who hangs on. And there's another one, and then another strip.
Back.
Just like that. And a shot on the outside. No good. Lowry challenging for a rebound. Eric Terrell will haul it in, bounce it off. They'll stay down low with Fleming Island.
No sooner than we get the word turnover out our mouths, it's like back
two
to
more
back
of them.
to back, you know?
Two more of them, yeah. But they're scrumming for the ball, too. They're not, it's not really a case of, just bat it away and run with it. They're chasing each other down after it comes loose. So there's aggressive pursuit to the basketball, which is what you want from both teams. Crawford up top. He'll give over to Isaiah Robinson. And Diego Rivera still on the floor. He's running point. Frisbee gives it away. Greenidge off that. Crawford will bring it back up. He'll get fouled and one.
And what's also gonna be the tale of this game as we move forward, okay? Because we know Travis Staple, he don't back up.
No, he does not.
And so if your team cannot handle that pressure for 32 minutes, full court coming in your face all the time, it can be a barrier. It wears you down. I give him that. It does wear teams down that is not used to that full court pressure all the time.
Yes. Crawford missed a free throw there. That's unusual for him. He's one of the better free throw shooters in the team.
Oh, got
another
steal.
turnover.
Can he finish?
Oh, no. And Lincoln bops it right back. And then they're going to get a called foul there. That's going to be a Lincoln basketball. That was on Frisbee. That's his first team foul. And boy, I tell you what, this has been a physical game. .6:42 to go in this half. Full court pressure resumes by Fleming Island. Can Lincoln find an answer and slow down this Golden Eagle attack? Terrell matched up on a double team and another turnover. Then we got a foul. That's going to come on Terrell. That's his third. He's now in foul trouble.
And that hurts because he is probably one of their best of the three guys I was telling you earlier that tougher them. He's their best outside shooter.
Yes, he has definitely already been deadly on the perimeter tonight. So they can't have him sitting on the bench with 3 fouls right now at this junction of the game. They're only down 3. What another defensive strip right there. That was Justin Herron with a little defensive pressure on Aiden Greenidge. Pass down low, good cut, good block. Malachi Lowe sends that one back to where it came from. Daughtry will receive a pass. He's in trouble. He's got to look for some help. And he found his way around the pressure but missed the shot. Rebound comes up, can't get it second time. Third time goes up, no good. We'll get a fourth time. No, ball is loose. Fleming Island trying to hold that one out. Scramble for the ball right now. Lincoln gets a timeout. Boy, Coach Coville absolutely screaming at the official for his timeout, and he gets it. First timeout called, Lincoln. It's a 30-second timeout, 19-16 our score. Tonight's game of the 2025 FHSAA Class 5A Boys Basketball Championship is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship. And that is hilarious to me that I'm doing that at the same time as David Tarkenton, the PA announcers, do it. This is far too much fun. 5:47 to go in the half. A physical half right now. Lincoln already with 3 fouls in the period. They need to be careful. Passes in, intercepted. Carson Crawford almost has it, tips loose. Ball handling skills are getting tested tonight by both teams. Diego Rivera off to the side. 3 ball. No good. Cameron Baskin gets the rebound. We're back in business. Nate Lowry tried that 3 ball. He can get hot from that corner. Diego Rivera matched up again with Elijah Knight. Crawford trying to set him a screen. Floats it up, and he drew contact. We're going to call that offensive foul. Diego Rivera gets called for a charge, it looks like. So didn't really see from our angle what the infraction was, but the officials say going the other way. Guys in the stripes have their hands full tonight with this game, that's for sure. They have been busy. Rivera's first foul. That's going to go to Daughtry. Daughtry gently lays that in, and a scoring run gets started for Lincoln. Boy, they've been on a little bit of a drought since the start of the quarter. Ooh, what a move. Didn't take the shot, though, gives it off. Now we're going to have Baskin. Puts one dribble on the floor, puts it up, rims out. Loose ball foul there. Carson Crawford gets contacted. Foul is on Landon Daughtry. That's his first 4th team foul. Joseph Johnson, JJ checks in for the Golden Eagles. Baskin will take a seat now. Crawford in traffic. Kicks it out. Boy, I tell you what, can't leave him open. Nate Lowry enters the ledger with a 3. Boy, they drew all of that pressure on Carson Crawford, and then Lowry was wide open on the wing. A little contact on there, the reach. Kingsley Matunga draws contact. That's Isaiah Robinson's first. 3rd team foul. Four-point game right now. Lincoln's still in it. They're playing hard. Not sure if that was a pass or a swat away.
No, a swat away. It looked like it was a swat away.
Golden Eagles playing tight, doubling up on the man driving to the lane here, and then they'll extend back.
And again, if you notice, every time a guy drives, Fleming Island's got a guy in the gap. Because again, you know, when Trey and I looked at the film, they like going to the basket like that. They going downhill. They're not shooting jump shots. They're going to the rim.
Rivera now back up. Kicks that one deep. Trapped in the corner.
That's a foul. He's shooting. I believe so. I believe it's a foul.
So they call that on Matunga, and that is the bonus for Fleming Island.
And that's his 3rd.
Yeah, that's his 3rd. So he's in foul trouble right now.
Their two of their top players are in foul trouble.
Joe Johnson to the line. He'll shoot 2. Gets the first one. And that's something that Lincoln did not want to be in right now, is having some of their best shooters in foul trouble. They have a lot of youth on their team, and they're not a terribly deep team either.
Absolutely. But, but in these playoff games, when you get in these situations, sometimes you got to put a young kid in there and hope that he can not get too shell-shocked in the moment,
Yeah, when Coach Coville is going to exchange Motunga for Terrell, so Terrell also in foul trouble, but they don't want both of them on the floor at the same time.
Get it?
Pass across. Floats that one up. Putback is good. For all of the contact we've had, Coach, this has been a closer game. Not been a lot of runs for Fleming Island. They're not really getting back-to-back turnovers and stringing the points together. Here we go. Just like that, there's Trace Burney. Bam! Timeout called on the floor by Lincoln. Trace Burney dishes it off the glass to Carson Crawford. Some handshakes from the players over there, and another pretty one. A full timeout being called by the Trojans at 3:13 in the first half. For the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including results of all the tournaments in the 2025 FHSAA Boys Basketball State Championships, visit FHSAA.com, the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. That's www.fhsaa.com. Catch live and on-demand postseason coverage of Florida high school sports at www.nfhsnetwork.com, brought to you by the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. And, of course, we have been so excited to bring you postseason coverage here on SSB. Head over to our website, would you, ssbjacks.com. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and X at ssbjacks on Facebook and X, and at ssb.jacks on Instagram. Also, you want to pay attention to our social media to find out where our next broadcast will be in the postseason. Lincoln down 6. Fleming Island has finally started to string together turnovers and points. Let's see if Lincoln can answer here. Eric Terrell on the floor. Runs into a double team. High pass over there. That's Orion Brooks. Trying to kick it out on the outside. 3 balls, no good. Dougherty with a rebound. He's in traffic. Tries to get a putback. Can't do it. Bounces off somebody's head, and a foul called. And did they count the basket? I believe they did. Yes, they did. So Lincoln gets that on the board. And that is Johnson, his first foul. 4th team foul for Fleming Island. Malachi Lowe will shoot the 3-point play, and they need this one pretty good. Fleming Island, no more fouls to give in the half. Shot doesn't quite get the shooter's roll. Shot on the outside. Good. Golden Eagles answer it right back. Now extend the lead to 7. Lost ball. Lowe tried to get it back. He does. They get across half court. Matched up with Crawford. In the lane. Kicks out. Turn it over.
The other thing, too, when we were speaking earlier, Lincoln is so used to when they're getting pressed, is that the guy waves everybody off, and he wants you to take your man away, but Fleming don't leave.
No. They're not drawing him away like they want to.
No.
So good disciplined play there by Fleming Island to not buy the pressure. Lowry on the outside. Bam! Oh, pretty. When Lowry and Luke Frisbee get hot from that corner, it is devastating. Lincoln will try to answer real quick. Block. That's number 3 for Carson Crawford tonight. Student section absolutely loves it. Lincoln has had the lead extended on them to 10 right now. They've got to make an answer here.
Absolutely, they're in a tough spot right now. They gotta go up and score. And number 1 just pushed off.
He did.
He got away with a foul. He got away with a foul.
And then they're going to get a foul called That's going to be Fleming Island's 5th.
Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah, that was going to count foul on Johnson. That's his 2nd, so Lincoln is in the bonus now. Yeah, that was real.
Yeah, they missed that one.
Puts that one in, a much-needed score by the Trojans.
I think Levin Doherty's his name.
Yeah, Landon Doherty, yep.
Doherty. I think he's been, pretty consistent from the line. You know what I mean? So
he's been so far for the Trojans right now.
Absolutely.
He's keeping him in the game right now.
Yeah. He's a kid down the stretch. If the game's close, you definitely don't want to put him on the line.
Eric Terrell comes off. Elijah Knight comes back in. He has no fouls recorded, so that's where they want him to be. Here comes Lowry again. Oh, no. He has found his sweet spot tonight. Tipped. Nice play by Lincoln, and then lost. Bryce Robinson with the turnover. Here they go in transition. Lost the handle. And a collision on the court. Another collision. That's going to be off. It looked like it was offensive, but they're going to say that his feet was set, blocking foul called. Oh, they did call offensive. Okay. Yeah, I thought they might have called initially signaled the blocking foul, but no, they did call the charge on that one. Golden Eagles will slow things down a little bit. Bodies flying all over the place. That's a score right there.
That's why I was doing this. That big kid there, he can't guard Trace Burney. You know what I'm saying? Just single everybody move out of the way. Let him take him to the basket.
Johnson's got 3 fouls.
Yeah, but coach is in a desperate state right now. If you keep guys out there that's not used to, like number 4, he can't guard a kid as fast as Trace Burney. You know what I mean? You're putting yourself as suspect to the other coach.
And there's a size disadvantage, too. Jermaine Jones is much taller than Trace Burney by a few inches.
Absolutely.
No, but because that low center of gravity and the speed behind it,
absolutely.
And we've seen, it's like I said, we've watched Burney as a football player, and that's something that he brings to the table is that low center of gravity. He gets that full head of steam.
That boy's fast, man. He is fast. Those were 2 big free throws for
Yes, absolutely.
They needed those.
Cutting that lead down to 12 now. Again, 31.3 seconds in the half, 12 points. Given the fact that the first quarter was 1 point right now, a little bit of a hole for the Trojans, but any points they get right now to kind of narrow that gap at the half is a victory, especially the way that Fleming's been shooting from the perimeter right now. Nate Lowry has been killing it from that left wing. And Isaiah Robinson's going to get a shot at it. Wow. That is 3 different Golden Eagle players that have all sat from that left wing and just drained 3-pointers. That is hard to beat. Clock winding down here. That's going to be a 3-ball. That's no good. And we'll go to the half. 40-25, 15-point lead. Fleming Island in command here in the regional quarterfinals. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have some halftime discussion and the third quarter coming up next right here. You're watching the 2025 FHSAA Boys Basketball Championship on Sunshine State Broadcasting.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Crawford avoids it. Oh, wow, what a touch. To Robinson for 3. Off the glass.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Crawford avoids it. Oh, wow, what a touch. To Robinson for three. Off the glass. Shot. Good.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Crawford avoids it. Oh, wow, what a touch. To Robinson for three. Off the glass. Shot. Good.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Crawford avoids it. Oh, wow, what a touch. To Robinson for three. Off the glass. Shot. Good.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Crawford avoids it. Oh, wow, what a touch. To Robinson for three. Off the glass. Shot. Good.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Crawford avoids it. Oh, wow, what a touch. To Robinson for three. Off the glass. Shot. Good.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Welcome back here to the Nest Live here on SSB. You're watching the 2025 Class 5A Regional Quarterfinal here, presented by the FHSAA. If you're at the game tonight and you're also watching us at the same time, we appreciate that, really. Thank you for following us. Tell a friend that you can watch it on the YouTube channel and have them subscribe, would you? It would help us out, continue our wonderful coverage of this season. 30 games in, and we are so excited to be doing this here in the postseason. But if you're at the game tonight and you're posting pictures from today's event on your social media accounts, make sure you're tagging the FHSAA, and we'll repost it and share it. Follow the FHSAA on X, Instagram, and Snapchat by searching for FHSAA. You can also like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/FHSAA. On the site, you can keep up with teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the best. That's facebook.com/FHSAA. Again, finding us on the web at ssbjacks.com and on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Some scores around the area. This is the best updates that we have based upon what's listed on Max Preps. These are all regional quarterfinal games. Godby currently down to Rains at the half, 27-28. Sequoia Creek, this is a third quarter score, 26-22. The Toros in a close one against the Senators. Lake Howell hosting Oakleaf at the half. It's 45-20 Oakleaf, losing right now. No score update from Andrew Jackson and Walton. Reball to Fort Walton Beach, Gainesville to Columbia, and St. Augustine and Leon. Ponte Vedra and Booker T. Washington also in action tonight. Elsewhere in the area, we've got North Florida Educational Institute over at St. John's Country Day. Shout out to Coach Coop. Impact Christian Academy and Meadowbrook Academy. That's a 1A game. Eagles View and North Florida Christian. Christchurch Academy and SJP, St. John Paul II. Providence is with Bishop Snyder. Mariana at Fernandina Beach. Newberry and Bowles. That's a good one in Class 3. 23-0 Newberry right now in the opening round of the playoff. FSU High playing Episcopal. University Christian, a district champion. They're playing McClay. Bishop Kenny, also a district champion at Bay. Rickards now, Paxton School for Advanced Studies. That should be an interesting ball game. And that's a look at what's going on in the area right now. Again, we don't have scores for everything, but what we have, we will pass along to you. And again, what a wild season we've had, too. 23 different teams we've showcased here on SSB for the FHSAA season. 11 of those teams are district champions. 13 of them made playoff runs. So they're all in regional action this week. What a great season we've had. And, boy, we picked some good games, too. A couple of really exciting finishes. Some district champions in the making that later on in the season didn't look like they would be. Like, talk about University Christian for a minute. They came into this arena, this gym, were 9-8 right at the time. Won against Fleming Island, had a couple of dings, but then won 10 straight.
10 straight. Wow.
To finish 19-8 on the season.
Wow.
36-16 Jackson right now. Not surprised there that they have a 20-point lead.
Absolutely.
Andrew Jackson going to end up, it's very likely that they may make a run towards the regional final, and they may clash with Newberry, who by then, if they win out, could end up being 25-0. That's crazy. We'll see if we can get Coach Scott Cooper's attention. I know he's on the sidelines over there at St. John's Country Day, so he may be distracted right now, but we'll see if we can sneak a score update from him as well. See how the Spartans are doing. They got a good crowd here tonight for Wednesday night. Midweek here. Coming back, getting ready for third quarter action on SSB. And we're back in business here. Golden Eagles with a 15-point lead right now over the Lincoln Trojans. Baskin over in the corner. He's matched up with Justin Hare, and they throw a pass that's intercepted. One-on-one right now. And they're going to call Robinson with a foul. That looks like it's his third. So first team foul for Fleming Island. And that sends Eric Terrell to the line.
Yes, Terrell and number one, both Lincoln are playing with 3 fouls. So Coach is trusting them starting out this quarter.
Yeah, Kingsley Matunga also with 3 fouls on the floor right now. So, and I think we got a lane violation here.
Yeah, it's going to be on White.
So they're going to send that back. They'll try it again.
I think it's on Carson.
Yeah, Crawford with the palms up in exasperation. Gee, what did I do?
Yeah.
And he makes up for it, and that was a good lane violation to have there to recover from the missed free throw. Baskin bringing it up. We'll have a shot on the outside, just rims out. Fleming Island electing not to crash the boards there. Another turnover.
Oh, that's his 4th. Oh,
And that is number
bad.
4. Yeah, that is.
That's his 4th.
So Matunga, one more to go, and that may do it for his season. Lincoln, of course, hoping not the case, but don't want to have one of your leaders on the floor with 4 fouls at this point in the half. Baskin matched up with Elijah Knight, who doesn't have any fouls right now. Robinson. Boy, these Trojan defenders are Velcro right now. Good shot. They are absolutely playing right up to the point where you could almost get called for the foul with the contact. Trying to not have any separation from these Golden Eagle players on offense. Crawford's going to get called for a foul there. That is his first, second team foul. So that puts Malachi Lowe to the line, shooting 2. He's got 2 fouls. And every point that they can get from the charity stripe will help. Looks like Orion Brooks is going to check in right now. Orion Brooks, the senior, at 5'10". Some discussion here. And here we go. Free throws coming. Trying to cut into this 15-point lead. And, really good rotation on that, but just rimmed out. Maybe a little fast on the rotation. Too much of a snap on the wrist there, because that ball was spinning.
Yeah, he's kind of a guy, too, that when I look at him, is probably I don't know his history, but, could be a football player that's playing basketball. He looks like he has that football physique.
So common in high school basketball. Here comes Lowry, and he gets 2 on a great pass.
Lincoln is trying to.
Thank you, Zone 1 Smurf. In the YouTube chat, Jackson 35-16 over Walton at the half. Yeah, if you got some score updates from around the area, please feel free to share them with us in our YouTube live chat. We'll shout those out. Appreciate you all watching tonight and sharing some scores.
Lincoln is trying to extend their pressure right now. He's trying to see if he can create easy baskets. You know what I mean? At this point in time, when you're down 15, double digits, you can't sit back in a zone or man defense. You got to try to create something because clock is not in your favor.
Gonna have to create some opportunities for yourself.
Opportunities, yeah. And the bad thing is best players to do that with are in foul trouble.
Elijah Knight commits his first personal foul of the night. And a block. Wow, Landon Doherty with a major block there to stop the drive. Bryce Robinson coming to the hole there, couldn't get switched up. Doherty patient, watching the hand movement, and then just puts his big old paw up on it. Float that into Carson Crawford. Lowry, who's not typically up at the top of the key, has it poked loose. Again, great strip. He's going to give it right back to Fleming Island, but what a defensive play.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to, we're in foul trouble, but we got to go out and try to take the game. We can't continue to sit back, you know what I mean? So got to be a little bit more scrappier.
So they'll bring it back in. Lincoln in a man-to-man press right now. That's Orion Brooks. Slow dribble down court. Greenidge takes a turn from the elbow, kicks it out, fakes a screen, pops it up short, just under the rim there. Not a strong shot by Bryce Robinson. Lincoln gets it away. Trojans trying to find an answer here. That one comes up. Dougherty tries to rebound it. They'll stay down to the baseline with the Trojans. Happy you're with us tonight on SSB. Great game so far. Got a foul here. Crawford is going to get called for his second. Third team foul. You don't want to get Carson Crawford in foul trouble, even with a big lead like this. Landon Dougherty, who's been Mr. Reliable from the free throw line.
Yes, he has.
And he bounces that one, and I thought we almost announcer jinxed in there.
I know, I was getting ready to say the same thing.
He has been the bulk of the points from the charity stripe tonight.
And I don't know if you noticed after he missed it, he blew a kiss to the cheerleaders.
Yes, thank you.
You know, thank you. You know what I mean? I love it. I love it.
High school ball is so much fun. Three ball, good. That has been the Achilles heel of Lincoln tonight. They have not been able to stop Fleming Island from the three-point arc, rather. They brought him to the free throw line a couple of times, so they're still making points there, but that shot from downtown has been a dagger. Lincoln with an answer. Good.
Shot.
Beautiful shot.
They needed that.
Cuts it back down to 16. Lincoln's going to need a lot more of that. Here comes Cam Baskin.
Oh.
And just sort of throws that against the "We Love Our Seniors" sign in the back there.
No.
But it was tipped away.
I thought he was trying to set Carlson up.
Yep, he was. Another good defensive play here. They mark it out of bounds. Again, Lincoln scrapping for the basketball, doing everything they can to force a turnover.
Yeah.
Trace Burney now getting the signal to come in. He will replace Baskin. 4:40 to go in the quarter. Trying to set up Crawford. He can't. He ends up turning the ball over. Dougherty underneath. Good reverse layup there. Nice pass. Need those scores quickly. Here comes Trace Burney with a chance. Crawford uses his body. Has it stripped. Another turnover. Can Lincoln chain together some points after turnovers? Pop-up jumper there. Just rolls out. Crawford aggressively grabs that rebound. And Lincoln's going to have to get on a scoring run with turnovers at this point. They're poking the ball loose, but they got to capitalize. Bryce Rob again, another turnover. Lincoln gets possession here, under 4 minutes to go. In the third period, between both teams, 3 turnovers. Good move, crossover dribble. Again, he lost the ball. That's turnover number 4 by both teams. Robinson, he comes up. He'll have the blocking foul called, and he'll come to the line.
He's already in the air. That ref calls a charge then. As a coach, I'm coming unglued because my guy's already in the air and your guy's late to the position, you know?
Bryce Seeley gets the call. That's his first foul.
Just look at the faces of the
yeah, the Lincoln just kind of looking at the faces in their eyes right now.
Yeah,
they are winded.
Yes.
So 3 team fouls for each team right now here in the quarter. Robinson to that line. He puts one in. So Elijah Knight now and Rashad Robinson check in for the Lincoln Trojans. Some more subs here. Fleming Island to take a chance. Isaiah Robinson checks in, as does Luke Frisbee.
You know, and I love the Frisbee for Lowry deal because you don't lose that ability to stretch the floor, you know?
Yes.
Because Luke Frisbee is just as dangerous as Lowry. I just think Lowry's a little bit more consistent, but boy, if Frisbee turns it on, I've seen him hit 6 in a game.
Frisbee, Lowry, and Baskin have all hit from the left wing tonight at three-point range.
Yep.
That has been absolutely destructive. And that's actually the difference in the game, really. Yes. We're at 49-35 right now, but you tack on those three-pointers, and that's the deficit. So Lincoln did not find an answer from the perimeter. Other than that, they've been playing a really good defensive ball game. They're aggressive, and they're forcing Fleming Island into bad situations, but just have not been able to keep the Golden Eagles from the three-point line at all. That's another Carson Crawford block. And they're going to call this one. Isaiah Robinson, that's his second, fourth team foul right now. Basket's good. Carson Crawford, 4 blocks tonight already. This is a critical exchange right now for Lincoln. They needed those points right there. It's trying to cut this down. It's a 13-point game. Trace Burney, coast to coast, turns it around. Just didn't get enough lift on that one. Gives it back to Lincoln, and it's right back to Fleming Island again. I'll tell you what, if you're losing track of the ball, don't feel bad. We are too. That's how quick this is moving back and forth. Fleming Island will slow this down now. Under 3 minutes to go in the third period. Taking advantage of no shot clock. Lincoln will decide to defend here. They'll whack off. Referee says he's clear. No 5-second violation. Coach Chandler over on the sidelines telling Bryce to just chill out. Now they're going to switch. Orion Brooks is now going to engage. Robinson, crossover dribble, floats that in, and he'll get another blocking foul. So Bryce Robinson has found what to do at this point, driving to the lane. Oh no, they're going to call the charge. I thought he might have gotten away with that.
Yeah, I thought the guy was in position that time.
That's Robinson's fourth foul. Yeah, I thought Robinson was onto something there, but this time the Lincoln defender set his feet and drew the charge. So that was smart defense.
Yeah.
But no, Robinson was onto something, seeing in the lane there.
Yeah, but I think we should have went. He had the mismatch when Doherty was guarding.
Yeah.
And then we allowed Coach to switch to come over 13, and then we try to attack. You know what I'm saying? Out until Carson to get away, let him attack this big kid because, you know, speed's going to trump his size.
Right. Chess match continuing here, even though it's a double-digit lead. Fleming Island still pressing hard. Everybody but Carson Crawford is in the backcourt. They'll start peeling away now. Another loose ball. That looks like it bounced off a Golden Eagle foot. Again, they're only down 11 with a quarter and change to play here. So
absolutely, this game is not. It's a long game.
So looks like things were starting to get out of hand, but Lincoln has kind of closed the gap here. They need a score here to make it 9. Nope, can't do that one. Just a little too strong for Malachi Lowe. Call another foul. Whoa. Let's see if the foul's on. That's Orion Brooks. That's his first. Fourth team foul. So Lincoln is essentially in the bonus for 2:13 to go. Fleming Island, one more foul occurred by Lincoln, they'll go to the line. So again, we had another period where they're in the bonus. It's been a lot of contact tonight.
And you know, we said in the beginning too, free throws in these games count. You know what I mean?
They sure do.
I tell you, I'm real impressed with both teams so far. They've been making them count when they get to the free throw. You know
absolutely.
What I mean? So
can't escape the free throw monster.
No, absolutely.
I know that is something my coaches in basketball absolutely preached. Get your foul shots in.
Right. If you're going to drive to the basket to get fouled and get sent to the line, you got to make that free throw.
Tipped. That one bounced off somebody's head. And I think they signaled to Lincoln. That ball came flying off somebody here. Justin Herron will check back in. He'll give Rashad Robinson a break here, and he'll go to the baseline, do the inbounds duties. 2:04 left to go in the third. Outside, 3 ball. That's short. Eagles in transition. Floats it up. Christian Williams with a move. The senior with a great layup there. Lincoln on the answer right back. No good. They'll try a putback. Gets the bucket there. Lincoln answers right away. Back in transition. Here comes Williams. He'll try it one more time. Can't do that one. Crawford puts one on the floor, hits it stuffed away, but then they'll call a foul, and that's going to send Fleming Island to the line for the rest of the quarter. Herron, that's his first foul. 15 foul. Everybody's shooting the rest of the way.
Yep.
Carson Crawford to the line. Ooh, just off the edge of the rim there. Looks like it took a little off of it. And I know for all the free throw shooting that Carson Crawford has done, he's very, very good at it, but you got to kind of grimace a little bit and kind of grit your teeth and go, man, how could you miss that one?
Yeah.
1 for 2 from there, but it's so important to have your big men shooting well as, you can't have them not get those free throws either. And that's going to be Luke Frisbee committing a foul there. That was kind of blocking the way there, but that's going to send Lincoln to the line. Frisbee trying to advocate for the fact that he was just run into, not the runner.
Yeah.
Stops the clock with 1:25 to go in the quarter. And again, if you're Lincoln right now, seconds not ticking off that clock matters. And we'll have a mop-up job here.
Yeah, that's our trusted AP, assistant principal. The man who's in charge of keeping these facilities looking nice around here, Mr. Kinley.
Travis Cunningham, athletic director, way over there in the corner. He has been a busy man. Baseball season just starting here at Fleming Island. So, and soccer wrapping up. They have out regional action as well. I think
and girls football, girls flag football just kicked off.
2 weeks. We'll have our first game here on SSB.
Yeah.
We'll be going over to Orange Park for Andrew Jackson and OP over there at Cottony Stadium. And we will have several games here at Fleming Island. Okay, hold on a second. We're having a scoreboard issue here.
It should be 41-53. Yeah, that thing right there.
Okay, we're good to go now.
You good?
So they've cut it down to 9.
No, it's still.
I'm sorry, 11.
Mm-hmm. It's been 11 here for a minute or two,
Scoreboard broken. I'm broken. It's been a long season. Oh, that's going to send Trace Burney to the line. Or is that Isaiah Robinson? Yeah.
Nice, Trace.
So another foul called here. Let's see who this is on. That's going to be on Orion Brooks. That's his second. We're in the bonus. So, yep, and that was on Trace Burney, so he'll go to the line for his first free throw attempts. Now, Trace is one of those players that doesn't necessarily do a lot of basketball in the offseason, and he comes straight from football, so it's a quick turnaround for him. Gets that second one. So important to recover from the first miss, and now we got a turnover again. Burney will get that one, and another foul.
I'm gonna tell you, that kid is he's lightning fast. He baited that kid and throwing that ball, making that kid think that dude was open. And as soon as he threw it, Burney snatched it out of the air.
Yep, Isaiah Robinson now goes to the line. Foul was on Justin Herron, that's his second. And a miss there. And I'm looking at my foul counter here, and I am seeing a lot of tick marks next to some Lincoln players right now. So currently in foul trouble for the Trojans. Kingsley Matunga's got 4. Eric Terrell's got 2. Malachi Lowe with 2. Justin Herron and Orion Brooks also with 2. Free throw goes in. Almost another one. Quick movement there by the Trojans. He's got an open lane. Lays it up. Good pass. And foul and 1. Orion Brooks with a great pass. Call a foul on Burney. That's his 3rd. Tremaine Jones now goes to the line. Basket's good. He'll shoot 1. No good. Stays at 11. Lincoln trying to full court press now. Fleming Island with the speedsters on the floor. Baskin lays it in. Pretty.
Christian Williams.
Oh, Williams, I'm sorry. Boy, they sure look similar in the way they move. saves that from the turnover. Coach Chandler just screaming at his players right now. Trying to back off here. Oh, hard foul there. No, call a travel. So after all of that, a turnover back over to Fleming Island. Collisions all over. Yeah, this has been a extremely physical game.
Absolutely.
Fourth quarter is going to be interesting as we get 29 seconds here left. Bernie slow dribbles this. Looks like they might be backing off to play for one shot. Stolen. And a quick layup there. Elijah Knight picks Bernie's pocket and puts 2 on the board. Another turnover. Boy, Lincoln can't stop that right there. 6.5 seconds. Boy, Fleming Island really can't let Lincoln do that too much longer here. They're going to start crawling back. Got it down to an 11-point lead here. Get it in. Trojans will try to trouble. Oh, wow. Malachi Lowe is his third. And he absolutely stuck out that left hand and said, "Get off me." Well, officials are going to call that 100% of the time. That was clear. Then some contact afterwards. Carson Crawford, I saw his shoes end up in the air, and that's not where they're supposed to be. He ended up on his bottom. Just heard Travis Chandler say, "Why are we rolling the ball like that?" So they're going to have 1 second on the clock here, flat. The lead is 11.
Yes, it's been teetering around 11 here for about the last 3-4 minutes. Fleming will go up. Look, they just turned it over, and Fleming Island gets the ball right back where it came from.
Still 1 second on the clock. Nobody touched it. And the official is waving the quarter off. So the official saying it's tough.
Yeah, he said somebody tipped it. It
Yep.
didn't look like nobody tipped it to me.
I didn't see anything from our
I didn't
angle
see
either.
That ball didn't change any, like any trajectory.
Yeah, you know
what I
you
mean?
see some sort of change in
Yeah,
the
it didn't
spin on the
change.
ball.
No, it didn't
Didn't see
change.
any of that.
Absolutely.
So before we go here, let's get to some business here. The Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate partners who help make the FHSAA Boys Basketball Championships possible. Team IP, the official merchandising company of the FHSAA. Gatorade Thirst Quencher. Max Preps, official scores and statistics of the FHSAA. GoFan, official online ticket provider of the FHSAA. The NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. Herf Jones, the official championship ring partner of the FHSAA. And Wilson, provider of the official game ball for the 2025 FHSAA Boys Basketball Championships. For the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including results of all tournaments in the 2025 FHSAA Boys Basketball State Championships, visit FHSAA.com, the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. That's www.fhsaa.com. Catch live and on-demand postseason coverage of Florida high school sports at www.nfhsnetwork.com, brought to you by the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. We'd also like to thank our sponsor for tonight's broadcast, First Baptist Church of Orange Park. Thank you for your continued support of Sunshine State Broadcasting and of our journey into the postseason. Back to work here in fourth quarter action. Stoppage of play right here.
Number one came back into the game, and when you sit for a few minutes, get a chance to get acclimated back to the game. I think he wasn't ready for that pass.
Baskin. Another one, Nate Lowry. Oh, that's a first miss, but Carson Crawford with the putback and one. Malachi Lowe, that's his fourth. First team foul. Landon Dougherty checks into the game now. Tremaine Jones comes back out. Dougherty has been the most dominant down low for the Trojans. Carson Crawford to the line. He'll shoot one. That's good. Foul trouble all over the place for the Trojans. Kingsley Matunga with 4, Malachi Lowe with 4. 3 ball, no good. Crawford gets that, kicks it up to Baskin. He'll wait for numbers. Robinson over to Lowry. Lowry tries again. Good. That has been the difference tonight. The 3-point shooting of Nate Lowry, Luke Frisbee, Cameron Baskin. Lincoln driving down low. That one comes up. Good. And a call. And we're going to get a timeout called. 30-second timeout by Lincoln. That is their third. Comes at 6:50 to go in the ball game. Are you posting pictures from today's event on your social media accounts? Tag the FHSAA and we'll repost it and share it. Follow the FHSAA on X, Instagram, and Snapchat by searching for FHSAA. You can also like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/FHSAA. On the site, you can keep up with teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the best. That's facebook.com/FHSAA. Also want to remind you fans to make plans to attend the 2025 Florida High School Boys Basketball State Championships hosted by the RP Funding Center. The intense action takes place February 25th through March 1st for the rural class and Class 1A through 3A, and March 4th through March 8th for Classes 4A through 7A, again at the RP Funding Center. Come out and watch state champions crowned in all 7 school classifications. For more information, visit FHSAA.com. Back to work. Another 3 attempt. My goodness gracious. Bryce Robinson climbs the ladder. Can't get the rebound. Lincoln will finally haul that in. My goodness gracious. Bodies are flying everywhere. Drive to the hole. That's a loose ball. Malachi Lowe, who's been playing tough tonight.
And their coach is pleading for every slap, every hand.
Trying to get anything and everything he can get a call.
He needs a call.
The only person from Fleming Island in foul trouble on the floor is Bryce Robinson. He's got 4. And they called that on Baskin. That's his first. I'm sorry, that's his second. Down to the wing, Justin Herron. Gives it up, 3 ball. Off. Elijah Knight tried it from downtown. Another call on the floor. That's Kingsley Matunga's 5th. That's going to end his night. So Kingsley Matunga fouls out. The 6'3 senior will likely be seeing the end of his season and the end of his high school career. And boy, they played hard tonight, but boy, they dug into foul trouble.
He's going up with it. Oh, I thought he
no good. Crawford tried to get the putback. Terrell, he's got 3 fouls. They've kept him out of foul trouble further than he's gotten into. And we're going to get a foul called here. That's Baskin's 3rd. Second team foul. So Cam Baskin comes off the floor here. Trace Burney will come back out. Also Landon Dougherty waiting to get subbed in here. He sends Rashad Robinson back to the bench. Boy, Coach Colville has been rotating his players as best he can.
Yes, he can. Trying to keep them fresh, because again, like I was saying in the beginning, trying to play against this constant pressure, it gets you tired.
That's Bernie's fourth. Third team foul. So Bernie now in foul trouble. One more and he'll sit for the rest of the game. Bernie will sit back. Try not to draw any more fouls. Don't want Lincoln to go to the line here. Malachi Lowe driving hard. No good. Carson Crawford going to get a pass off here. Here comes another pass, and then they give it to Crawford. You know, I saw the look in his eyes as he's coming up court. He knows that he wanted to do that. He saw Lowry, then he get the give and go. It's like you can almost test it. Blocked. Oh, no, they're going to say a foul. Thought he might have had a clean shot of the ball there, but no, he drew his contact. Fouls on Greenidge. That's his second, fourth team foul. Landon Dougherty to the line. He'll shoot two. Gets that roll.
What is Dougherty for tonight? You have it in there?
I don't, but I tell you what, he has been the most
Yes.
consistent free throw shooter tonight.
Yeah, he has. I don't think I've seen him. Oh, he missed
Well,
one.
there's the announcer jinx. Oh, no. But they'll send somebody else to the line here. Carson Crawford gets his third foul, and that's going to send Lincoln to the line for the rest of the game.
No, he don't. He only got 3 fouls. 3. He has 3 fouls. 3, bro. What are you talking about 5?
That's the bonus.
Come on, bro. He's screaming at the
So,
table now. You gotta stop
Malachi
that,
Lowe
bro.
here will shoot two. Fleming Island over the limit. And he chunks that in there and can't get it. Elijah Knight checks back in right now. Orion Brooks will take a seat.
Missed again.
Oh, just got the roll there. Gently down it goes. You know, 5:04 left to go here. If the Trojans can somehow manage to string some turnovers together and get some buckets, stay at the free throw line, Trace Burney falls. Another lost ball. So this is where the Trojans have got to capitalize. They've got to score. 3 ball. Too strong. Get a rebound in. Burney. Boy, I've never seen him jump like that before. That was something else.
That little kid can dunk.
Burney looks like he might have been hurt.
Yeah.
He kind of staggered a little bit there. The coach Travis Chandler going to call a timeout here.
Hey,
Burney hit the floor pretty hard right in
Yeah.
front of us and seemed to be dazed a little bit.
But he's a small stature kid. But when we in here in practice, he can get up there and dunk it.
Yeah, he really climbed a ladder
Yeah,
on
he
that
can
one.
dunk.
We've seen him jump up and catch
Yeah.
passes like this before.
Yeah,
So
he got some good vertical.
he's got some hops.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
You know, about 150 pounds ago, so did I. I don't know what the heck happened.
About 40 years ago, so did I.
Yeah. The last time I did anything that jumped, it was into a wooden board, and I put my foot through it, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, you just did that!" I said, "Yes, old people can jump. They just don't do it for risk of arthritis. That's why."
Really?
And that's why I'm also retired from martial
I
arts.
know.
I don't do that anymore.
I was in here the other day, right before districts, our last practice, and the girls were saying, challenging me, and saying, "Hey, Coach Hayward, we're gonna run you." I said, "At 60, I ain't running nowhere."
If you running, you better be running with me because
That's
something's
right.
coming for me.
That's right.
If you see Coach Hayward doing it in a full sprint, you better be
right.
running because something just happened.
I know that's right.
Aliens landed or something. Get me out of here.
That's right. If I'm running, you better be running. Exactly.
Back to work here on the inbound. 15-point deficit. It's been kind of where we've stuck at our maximum lead here. Fleming Island has not gone beyond that. Lincoln trying to hang on. Keep their playoff hopes alive. Winner moves on to the regional semis. Fleming Island now in clock management mode, trying to drain this time. And that's going to be a jump ball.
Face Fleming, though. Fleming has the arrow.
Arrow come down that way. Haven't seen that called much tonight. I think this has been the busiest my foul counter has been the entire season. I have marked up both of these pages here with the fouls committed. It has been a physical contest. Fleming Island can close this out tonight. They will host a regional semi. Call is on to Rowell. That is his fourth.
No,
13 fouls.
That's his fifth.
Oh, did call his fifth. I may have lost track. So that is Terrell out of the game. So 2 Lincoln players have fouled out tonight. And looks like we have another call on the floor. I have that as Malachi Lowe's 5th foul. Let's see what that's 5 for him too, so yet another player. And this is what we call that their 3 top players have all fouled out. And that's not something that Coach Coville wanted. And we have a tee up now.
Yeah, I mean, he's been asking for it all night. You know what I mean? And one of the things that as a coach, we get heated. But if we want our players to stay calm, cool, and collected under certain situations, then we have to act accordingly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean.
Well, it's funny, too. I talked to Coach Andrew Coville before the game, shared a moment or two, and he said, you guys know Coach Derek Kernitsky, right? And I said, of course we do. We love Coach K. He goes, I'm worse. Not meaning that he's, ultra heated. I mean, tonight this situation is a little different. Obviously, it's playoff game. His season's on the line.
Right.
But he, the intensity.
Yeah, he's a high intense coach. You know what I mean? But in some situations, you gotta keep some kind of cool to keep your players calm.
Yeah, you don't want to be drawing technicals.
Yes.
And it's been a tough game. Oh, here's Lowry again. Can't get that one. Crawford climbs up, grabs the rebound, and then we're going to keep that clock running. Crawford will just lay this in. 69-50. Carson Crawford, 4 blocks tonight that we counted. That's unofficial, but definitely 4 easily called ones. 3 players for Lincoln fouled out tonight. Everybody's in the bonus for this final period of play. 19 points is the lead. Fleming Island 3-14 and counting here to go on to the regional semis. 3 ball on the outside, air ball. Get a foul call. Shooting's happening either way, but call that foul on Lowry. That's his first. Kudos to Landon Daughtry tonight. Boy, he has been money from the free throw line for Lincoln. Can't argue with that. Just a sophomore, so he's got plenty of basketball left.
Yes, he
and
does.
Also a quarterback. Got some scores at our finals when we get a chance. I'll have a final score for just a minute, but unfortunately we won't be getting any more Oakleaf games this season. And Trace Burney fouled out. So Knights fans, disappointed to tell you this, but Lake Howell has defeated Oakleaf 72-41. The Knights get harshly escorted out of the playoffs. Decoy Creek also took care of Fletcher, 67-54 final score. Creekside defeated Lake Mary 75-53 in a convincing win. Hilliard beat Trenton 57-54. Newberry and Bowles right now, that game's showing still in progress. 34-24, Newberry with a 10-point lead on the Bulldogs. Blocked. Carson Crawford with another one. That's 5. Ooh, stripped there. Get a foul here. That'll stop the clock. We'll go to the line. And see who that was on. We'll catch that in a second.
Who was that foul on?
That looks like that was on Elijah Knight. That's his second. FSU High, Charlie Ward, the head coach over there. They soundly beat it Episcopal 60-27. Godby and Rains in the fourth quarter. Godby leading 59-55. Gainesville defeated Columbia 64-51. Ribault beat Fort Walton Beach 58-45. And that's all the scores I have for you. Oh, also Ware County up there in Georgia, 80-55 over New Hampstead. And that's all the scores I've got for you. We'll see if we can get an update for you on the Andrew Jackson score. The Tigers were leading that game earlier. Likely to see Andrew Jackson in the regional semifinals. Fleming Island can't afford to foul here. Dougherty tries a 3. Doesn't look like he does that very often. Quick pass, AB. Gets that, gets a tip in. Timeout call. 30-second timeout, Lincoln.
I think Trey called that timeout. I think Trey was called that timeout. I think he's been probably, put his subs in. I would look at bringing.
Jackson up, get ready for this, 74-30.
But yeah, I think Trey is probably going to go ahead and
bring in the
Carson.
backups. Yeah, bring in the backups now.
No, he's sending Carson back out.
No?
No, he did. He brought Carson.
Okay, no, Carson's coming up. So Carson Crawford's night is done.
Yes, and need to be. You know what I'm saying? Because this one is in the books.
20-point lead. Yeah, you're going to need to get him off the floor right now. Get him rested up. You got another game to play.
That's right. Don't need no stupid injuries or anything.
Survive in advance is the name of the game. Shots up, good. Lincoln trying to finish strong here. Pull-up jumper, nicely done. This carries the lead back to 20. Pull up, call the foul.
Yeah, he called out on Joey Johnson.
It's Johnson's fourth. Stops the clock with 1:28 to go. Bryce Seeley will go to the line shooting 2. Lincoln will get some subs in here. Seeley bounces that off the back of the rim. George Matunga and Kyle Chambliss will check into the game. Get some reserves time in. Seeley gets that second one good. Frisbee tried to take his time there. Lincoln engages. Griffin Schultz gets into the ledger for the first time. Also have a senior fan favorite there, and Cooper Moss on the floor there in some waning seconds. Pop the ball loose. And a foul. And big number Jelani Wilmer Cotton will go to the line. Foul is on Moss, that's his first. 52.4 seconds on the clock. And the big man buries a free throw there. Nice touch.
Stroke. Yeah, good stroke on that.
A big man free throw is like a big man touchdown in football.
Yes. Especially when he has touch on his shot.
Yeah, he had a nice one. That was a little strong there, but yeah, that was really good rotation on that. Stolen. Oh, Can't handle it. Bryce Seeley had that slip out of his hands. Golden Eagles closing it out tonight on Playoff Wednesday. Frisbee kicks it out. Brown, he'll take a three. No. Big man gives him a little nudge there.
Yeah.
Free ball for Lincoln.
A little love tap.
I think that was more of a sign of respect than it was an egregious foul.
Yes.
Seeley with a move there, and he has that bounce in. And that'll likely be the likely last score of this game. And Fleming Island, the top seed in the region, soundly defeats the Lincoln Trojans 76-58. Fleming Island, the number 1 seed, they will host the regional semifinals here at the Nest. We'll be taking a good look at the Max Preps playoff pairings there. Got an update from the scorebook there. Leon 56, St. Augustine 53. Not sure if that's the final score. We're going to get Coach Travis Chandler here in just a second.
One of those two teams are probably going to be the team that we face next week.
We're going to look that up in just a second as well. Hang on, hang tight with us while we switch places.
Coach, really good win, really physical team, this Lincoln team as well. You know, a lot of fouling tonight. They had 3 players that fouled out. Trace Burney fouled out tonight. What do you say to your team after this gritty performance?
Again, first time in the playoffs for these guys, so they got to understand the magnitude of it. There's actually an adjustment that's got to be made. So just figuring, we got new referee association out of Orlando, so they got to adjust to how they're calling the game. Both teams are trying to adjust with each other. So, once they settled in and made the adjustment, I thought they played better. But very physical game. That's a physical team.
3-point arc was your friend tonight. Nate Lowry, Cam Baskin, Luke Frisbee, all draining threes tonight. Likely the biggest difference in tonight's game.
Absolutely, man. When we're hitting 3 pointers, I think we're a hard team to beat. To go along with the pressure defense. So, fortunately, we were able to knock them down tonight. And fortunately, we get another home game. So, that's always huge.
Absolutely. Well, go get your 20-piece chicken McNuggets and enjoy the trip to the regional semis. Good to see you always. All right. We'll get Coach come back with us, get some final thoughts. Well, so after the regional semifinals, we're going to go here. And Fleming Island getting a home game. What a performance tonight by the Golden Eagles.
Absolutely. Again, Fleming Island comes with a lot of pressure. They play that full-court defense for 32 minutes, and you got to be able to hold up as a team. So depth is a key for any team that comes in here, and I knew going in tonight that Lincoln depth was going to be questionable.
Yeah, the young team out there, they play really physical and a lot of foul outs tonight. Haven't seen a lot of that this season by any team in the area, really. So a pretty aggressive game. So off to the regional semis we go. Fleming Island will host that game, and we're going to be taking a look around in the area to see where we end up for the regional tournament right now. But another great playoff game thanks to Coach Mike Hayward, girls basketball coach here at Fleming Island. I know his students are going to razz him a little bit after that, but hey, we ain't running no more. We too old for that. Right. So with that being said, wonderful game tonight. We're going to keep you up to date with our comings and goings here as we get into the postseason. Some good finishes going on. Regional semifinals start next week, and the regional final as well, both in those next week. And then after that, it's off to the state championship series. With that being said, this is BP for Coach Mike Hayward and our SSP production staff. Happy Valentine's Day, and be watching our social media to find out where our next playoff game will be. Until next time, so long, everyone.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Crawford avoids it. Scott, wow, what a touch.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.